And welcome to the HNM Podcast 2020. We are now in,
3-4 weeks into quarantine, and this shit sucks, dog.
but let's be honest here. Do you consider yourself being quarantined if you still go to work? And then coming back home and you can't do anything? Or you consider those in quarantine that can't go to work because their jobs are unessential and they're still at home?
But those people that like don't have to go to work, I feel like they go out.
I
They
feel
go out
like
to
they
fucking
do.
parks and they go like they're like out.
I feel like they do because when I'm getting off, and I'm just going straight, home, work home kind of deal. I see a lot of people out, And
I
I'm
do
just
too.
like, what the hell?
Well, less now. Like I would say these past 2 weeks have been less people going out. But 2 weeks ago, man, people were really going out. Like they were at the parks, they were really hanging out.
I mean, I seen cops pull people off the parks. And see, there's a difference between you walking around, staying away from people, but then there's also a difference of you actually engaging in the sport, which is going to come into physical contact, like playing soccer, playing basketball, tennis.
I haven't seen people doing that.
I've seen
really
the tennis court was packed.
Really.
Yeah. Not here, but like on my way somewhere. I forgot where it was.
Golf got included in essentials.
What's that? Golf store?
Like people going golfing now is essential. Yeah, I guess down in Florida.
Well, in Florida, you got big planes that you could play, and then you don't have to be with next to anybody.
Yeah.
So I see why they could say that.
But
I mean, okay, look. There's areas where there's more congestion, like more like a metropolitan area,
like cities.
like cities. Maybe in Florida, things are spread out more.
Yeah, well, that's why New York had the most cases of corona, because they were so congested. Everybody's on top of each other. But now the cases are going down.
Still pretty bad though.
Yeah, but it's going down. And you also got to think, some of the people that get it don't get it as bad as they advertise, like they show on like videos and news channels. They're not as bad, but it depends on how healthy you are and what kind of person you are. But anyway, man.
I mean, if you're not healthy, you could potentially die from anything.
Yeah.
Not just coronavirus.
Yeah. But we're 4 weeks into the stay at home shit, and
yeah.
Let me ask you, man, what have you been doing to spend your time?
Shit, I've been watching movies, sleeping. I mean the business I'm in, apparently it's essential, so I've been able to go. So now we like close early.
You guys have limited hours, right?
Yeah, our hours are limited. It's appointment only.
Really?
Yeah, it's appointment only. Unless we like know the customer, like maybe they're coming in like to make a payment or something like that. Then yeah, we'll help them. But like if I see somebody just looking around, and no, I'm not gonna go because I'm risking myself, and I'm risking everybody there.
Yeah.
And then I come home and I'm gonna risk my family. So no, I can't. At least when it's appointment only, you're getting to know the person. You're getting to feel if they're sick or not.
You guys still keep 6 feet away?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're trying our best. I mean, to not keep too many people in the office, one customer at a time, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like the people that are like. I mean, granted, it's not like a business that's huge, so we don't have that problem. Usually, the customers, since they're coming in appointments, they're all like kind of far away from each other. And then after each customer leaves, we'll clean up. We're cleaning up constantly. In the morning, we have to clean up. Throughout the day, we're cleaning. In the evening, we just kind of leave because we're like, fuck it. And then in the morning, we clean again.
Okay.
I'm talking about cleaning everything. Cleaning all the desks, floors, doorknobs. Pretty much anything that.
Man, I'm going crazy at home.
Type of surface.
I'm going fucking crazy at home, man. Like, I started watching The Walking Dead again, which is funny you're wearing that shirt. I started watching The fucking Walking Dead again. I try to get into... What was that fucking... I was watching a lot of documentaries, and I try to get into this documentary about these girls that do drug testing for the police. and they ended up getting addicted to the drugs that they were testing. One girl was like pushing out the fucking test. Like she was going through a test so fast, and they were like, "How is she doing it?" Like there was speculation around her where like how there's no way that she's doing all the testing correctly, this and that. They had an investigation on her. They let it go. She was in contact with like the people the police officers that arrest people. So she would be emailing them back and forth, and there was like so many convictions because of her drug test that she would do. Like, so say you got pulled over and they found meth or coke on you, right? That lab shit they would send it to the lab, and she worked in the lab. She was just saying everything was positive, right? Making up numbers and shit.
Wow.
And then people, there was like so many convictions.
Negative.
They were positive. All her things were positive for whatever the fuck it would be, right? And then they did an investigation on her. They went underneath her desk. They found I forget what they found. Like they found like baggies, like fake. I think it was like fake coke or whatever. Yeah. So she was faking shit out. And then when they found that out, one guy because the defendant's lawyer found that out. He got a case reversed. So the guy got out, and then there's so many cases that they had to let people out of because of her. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing this whole time. It's been watching fucking documentaries and watching fucking TV shows. And now there's so many goddamn TV shows that I can't choose one. So I was like, fucking, I'm going to go back to something that I like.
Yeah, but you got to risk it too and get something. Because how you supposed to watch something good if you don't take the risk? And that's the shit that I hate. You don't want to. Nobody wants to waste their time.
Yeah. And it sucks when a TV show, everybody says it's good, but they're like, oh, you just got to give it a chance. Get into episode 2. When you're in episode 1, you're like, you're fucking... When all the characters are getting established, and you're trying to figure out who the fuck every character is, and you're like, fuck, like, I don't have time for this. But right now you do. No, isn't that funny? I still don't feel like, man, fuck, I don't want to get into it, you know? But I've been at home, man, and I've been fucking, like, I go to work because I'm an essential worker.
And you really are.
And which is fucking the worst in the mornings, man. I'll tell you, I work in a grocery store. I'm a manager there, and in the morning, from like the time we open the doors is at 7. From 7 to I would say 9, we get a shitload of people coming in, buy up all the toilet paper, buy all the hand paper towels, and whatever else this shit they need, right? Eggs, milk, all that stuff. And then from like 9 to 12, we slow down. Lunchtime picks up, and then it just is weird throughout the day, man. It's weird.
So do you guys get trucks every day, right?
Well, we get every store is different, so it depends on the volume of your store. And our volume is like we sell pretty good. We're what you would say for our store is a super flag, so we get a lot of business. But I get 5 trucks a week for regular deliveries for perishables.
Okay.
We get 5 deliveries a week for perishables, 4 for frozen foods, and I think 5 for non-perishables. We order a bunch of shit, but you see these warehouses, they gotta provide to all the stores, so we get a lot of our orders get cut down because we're trying to. I mean, they're trying to help everybody, right?
Fair. Everybody has to eat.
Everybody's trying to. Well, the warehouse is like sending everybody what they can.
Yeah, like for example, when I go to the store, I'll take what I can take. You know what I mean? But I don't go too extreme because, dude, while you're hoarding that, somebody else that really needs it is looking for it. Yeah. And then maybe they don't have the luxury you have to go out and look for it anytime you want.
Yeah. I had a guy come. I had a guy come to me right today. And in my cooler, we had to store shit away because tomorrow we don't get a truck, we don't get a delivery, so we get paper towels, and we got a bunch of paper towels and toilet tissue today or last night. So they put a bunch of it into my cooler and they hid a bunch of it, one guy, I guess we were running low on milk. He looked past it. He looked past the milk and he saw the paper towels and all that shit. He was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing with all that? Is you guys gonna put it out?" And I was like, "I don't know what's going on with it. I just know the store manager's holding it, right?" And then I got like, they told me what's going on. They're gonna put it out the next day for the next people that come in the next morning, you know,
Okay.
so that they reserve shit for the people that couldn't come that day. And I had my own toilet paper back there because I was gonna buy it, and I was like, you know, and the guy was like, "Is that you guys gonna put it out?" He seemed desperate. I was like, I just gave him my shit. I was like, "Here, just take my shit."
Yeah, because you don't know, man. Maybe that was the only time he could go, and you know.
Yeah. But I was like, you know, I work there every single day. If I really need to,
you'll get an opportunity.
yeah, if, you know. But it's that's what it's about, man. Helping people out in these moments. We're all in this shit together.
That's the point. But people just are very selfish.
People. There's some places like that don't limit the amount of shit that you can buy.
A lot of stores are limiting.
Now they are, but some stores haven't been doing that, and the stores that haven't been doing that, and they go to those stores and buy up all the shit. I feel like, man, that's really fucked up.
Now stores are limiting.
That's fine.
Yeah, now they are.
Fair.
Now they are.
It's fair, you know, because I mean, dude, like people need it. Meanwhile, you have like 25 packs at the house. Somebody needs one.
And the weird thing about it is that some people, I see them continuously coming in and buying shit and then going
the same shit, right?
Next day they come in, buy more shit, go home. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Those people, I'm like, man, that's kind of fucked up, you know? You don't need all that shit. What happens when everything goes back to normal? You know, you're sitting there with all that shit that you bought, and what happens? You know, like right now, everybody's so desperate to buy shit, but we're not thinking about everybody else. People aren't thinking about everybody else.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Anyway, right? So.
Oh shit! Did I move the camera?
Nah, you're good. So. I was talking to Hector, and I was like, man, what we should talk about tonight, right? And since the whole world is at a standstill, it's kind of hard to find something to talk about. And my thoughts are like, talk about shit, like talk about doing routines that's gonna get you back to your normal routines. You know, doing things that are gonna get you back to normal, or at least make you feel like you're like the world is normal. You know? And one of my things was just, you know, just walking the dog, going outside, getting some fresh air. You know, maybe one thing I've done is gone out and buy shit that I don't need. You know, like food wise. Mm-hmm. Is like just, you know, one splurge meal that I don't need and that I would just so impulsively buy. I've been doing that just to make me feel like I'm fucking normal, you know? Because I've been going crazy at the house. I go from work and I go home and I sit in my room. I'm watching fucking TV shows and I'm just fucking sitting there and I'm like, man, I'm going fucking crazy. I'm just walking around my room. My fucking sleep routine has gone to shit. I can't get to sleep on time. You know,
a lot of people forgetting like what day it is and shit like that.
I think those people
they're out of a routine, so they're not. You know? Yeah, it's out of a routine, you know.
I think the people you were right about the people that like aren't working right now are probably the most affected by it and probably are going crazier than we are. We are all three of us are lucky that we still have our jobs, you know. And
yeah, but you know, at what risk?
Yeah, it's still a big risk.
You're right.
Are we lucky?
You're right, but you know, we chose those jobs.
You know, yeah,
we
and
did.
A lot of people are not working and shit.
I feel like a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
Speaking of people not working, I saw my customer today. He's buying a car, and he already got the part of the stimulus package.
Oh yeah? How was that? How does that work?
So I don't know exactly, but we were trying to like print out his proof of income, and and I saw that it said IRS something. I mean, not IRS. What the fuck did it say? It said Gov. So I forgot what it was. Well, I have it at the place. I'm not gonna put this person out there, but it's not it's not that I just saw it. He said it too. He was just like, yeah, I already got it. He got $1,200, and he's a young guy. You know?
Yeah, well, dang, he got it already?
Yeah, and he got a direct deposit.
What, today?
What letter does his last name?
Because they're supposed to start giving them out on like Monday this week coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure certain people got it depending on maybe their social security or last name. So I don't know, but it is definitely real.
No, it's real. Yeah,
it's real because I already seen the first person.
A lot of people have been talking shit like on like social media, being like, "Where's the government social check?" There's a lot of memes going out now that are like, like government social check, whatever. There's a lot of fucking memes out. But that's good. That's good news to hear that it's actually happening.
Yeah, I mean, because some people didn't believe in that.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that?
I've seen it, though, with my own eyes. Like, it's out there.
What did you think about that? Like, when they approved it?
I was a little upset because I was just like, okay, well, we're going to get in more debt. This dollar that we work so hard for every day is going to be devalued. So we're going to have to work harder to buy shit that's going to be more expensive with the same money. So I'm like, fuck. But then I started thinking about it. It was just, well, it don't matter because it's just a loan and you're going to I hope people get it and spend it.
It's a loan?
I mean,
is it a loan?
It is.
I thought you didn't have to pay it back.
I think you're still going to get taxed for it.
You're going to get taxed for it through IRS and all that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, you're getting it initially now, but there's going to be a way that they're going to take it out of somewhere in your taxes within probably like maybe the years to come. They'll find a way to get the money back.
You know what's weird about all this shit, right? So
because you need it now, you don't need it later. You know.
I think that we should take whatever they're giving us, because the way we know, like the way our lifestyle, the way we live, our society, everything, all that is changing. All that is changing. So this started off, it's changing.
Yeah.
Like this shit is not gonna go away.
Our mentality is changing.
Events, concerts, venues, people gathering, all that shit's gonna change.
I bet you a lot of prices are gonna go down.
Like, dude, I mean, we don't know what's ahead, but take whatever we get now.
Speaking about that, so what do you think? How do you think the entertainment business is gonna change? Depending on
exactly. Like
how do you
artists,
think? Yeah, how do you think all the entertainment business is gonna change with artists, say comedians, fucking?
It's probably all gonna be virtual.
All these, all these. Well, not no more. I mean, once things get back to normal, like say end of June, July.
No date.
We don't have a date, right? But the date of us stopping, like the order of us being at home is gonna eventually, it's gonna be lifted, right? So what do you think will land on entertainment? Like we didn't think about this shit before, but even going out to bars is entertainment.
I mean, how's that gonna happen? Like, dining, maybe only a certain amount of people at a time.
No, I don't think. I think everything will back to normal, but people will realize that technology has really played an important role. I mean, you gotta understand that
you didn't have this shit.
A lot of people are doing things at home that I never thought they can do, but because they thought it was normal. Now we appreciate this.
Yeah, I would agree. I completely agree with you. Imagine having to deal with this shit back in, say, the early '90s.
Yeah, no.
The late '90s, dog, where we didn't have shit.
Think about it. To go rent a movie, you go to the video store.
That shit would be closed down. You think? You think Blockbuster, Video Warehouse, all this shit would be closed down?
Probably no, because
you're right.
It's just like other little walk-in stores. They just have tape, and you're allowed to be a certain amount of people in there at a time.
I think it's that
Nah, he did two.
Oh.
So yeah, so all these
they're saying that
you think
AMC movies, they said that shit is not going to come back.
I hate AMC though.
No,
I'd rather go to Regal.
I'm talking about movie theaters in general. Like this
fool throwing up over there. Movie theaters. Well, in China they reopened them like real early.
Yeah, in China,
and then they closed them down the same week, which is fucking retarded. Like, why would you do that? Why would you open the movie theaters up knowing that people still have the virus? People are still asymptomatic, where they still have the virus and they don't know they have it, or just carriers of it. So they learn their lesson real quick.
Yeah.
And with all the movie theaters, man. Well, you told me about what was it? The app where you can watch all the movies for what? What app was that? Where you can watch the movies? You can watch.
You just go to Fandango and then it shows you where to go, like how to stream it, where.
Yeah, and you can, but you got to pay for that, right? So
Hector did that the other day. He ordered Invisible Man.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of that shit too on what the fuck is it called? Amazon? No, what is it? Is it Amazon? No. You know what it is? On Infinity, where you can buy the movies and watch them. YouTube too. YouTube is offering that shit where you can watch the movies that were supposed to come out this month and they still going out, but you gotta pay like what, $20?
Yeah.
A lot of shit's gonna change as far as the entertainment, like all the movies, all fucking musicians, comedians, all this shit's gonna change. And I wonder what the impact is gonna be on that. Like how people are gonna act. When everything comes back and we're able to go out, I wonder how that's gonna. People are gonna act towards that. Music festivals. I wonder how that's gonna be.
Way too full.
Because they still, as far as what's it called, a vaccine for this shit, they still say we're 18 months away at the least. So if we're 18 months away from a vaccine and at least having something to be able to fight it, because eventually we're gonna be able to fight it, and it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be like a flu, The coronavirus is gonna become like one of the flus, like a flu or a cold or some shit.
Well, they're all flus. The difference is that there's so many different types of flu.
Yeah, so eventually it's gonna become that. And we're gonna be able to, or we're gonna build up. We're gonna build up antibodies to fight it.
Antibiotics.
Where we have in ourselves
antibodies
where we fight off the flu and we fight off the virus. We're gonna finally. Well, we're gonna adapt to it, and our body's gonna be able to fight it off. But some people do get it and they're able to fight it off. That's the thing. So, it's just
you never know. We probably already had it.
Yeah. So but
another thing is like what happens after you get it and then you beat it. You
should be immune to it then.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what the tests are.
Get it again?
Well, that's what but that's what the tests are, right? So the tests for the coronavirus are they don't really test if you have it. They test if you have the antibodies for it. So when they test you, they see if you have the antibodies for it, and then that's where that is. That's what the test is. So when you have the antibodies, that means you've had it and you fought it off.
Yeah, but are you able to get it again?
But yeah, of course, it's like the flu or a cold. It's like staph. Like people have gotten staph, and when staph first came out, that shit was killing motherfuckers, and then now it's just one of those things, It's like the chicken pox or some shit.
I know, but it's kind of different because the flu.
The flu is killing motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, but
the flu still kills people.
It does, but they're all different flus. It's all flu symptoms if you think about it, but they all have different strains in them. That's why this medication for this flu can't fix this one for this flu. You get what I'm saying? Because it has different strains. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the flu keeps. What is it? Well, we get the flu shot, and the flu whatever the fuck the flu is, it adapts to the vaccine, and it becomes stronger, depending on the person too. Though
every person's different.
Yeah, so it depends on the person where if your body's able to fight it off, how good your immune system is, how healthy you are, the way you treat your body. It all plays a role.
But the simple fact is that if you are healthy, no matter what disease, it's harder for you to get sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, depending on how healthy you are.
Yeah. Also, blood type O. They say that's a strong shit. They say that
against the virus, against this virus.
Yeah. No, it's not just
maybe
this virus.
You see, that's what they were saying with this virus is that depending on your blood, some people with certain blood types don't get all the effects of the virus as far as like other people and where they have to be hospitalized and be on ventilators. It depends on who you. It honestly depends on who you are and how you treat yourself. You know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if there's people under the age of 50, 55, what was the age that they said that they're most prone?
It was 50.
55
and up.
Okay, well, there's younger people dying. Maybe those people.
Well, yeah,
but those people maybe aren't that healthy.
They didn't know that at first.
So they could have asthma. You know, like Mary has asthma. She has a respiratory issue.
Yeah,
that would kill her.
But they were saying that from the beginning, where if you have a respiratory,
they didn't think it would affect people between like 20 and 40 and so.
And then athletes started getting affected.
I mean, when I seen somebody that was 30 die, I was like, oh shit, I'm 30. Oh, let me take care of myself.
One guy that we went to high school with just died from it, but he was out. Well, let's not lie, you know. And I don't mean to speak ill on the dead, but he was heavy-set guy. Probably didn't take care of himself that well.
Yeah, but you don't know that though.
You know,
there's no way of knowing. You could be skinny, but not because you're skinny, you're healthy. Mm-hmm. It goes both ways. You know.
So so you don't know. Anyway, we could we could talk about this shit all day.
Yeah, we can. So back to the stimulus package. Do you think that it was a good idea? And if you get it, what are you gonna do with it?
I think if you want my true opinion about it, I think the fact that the fact that the government can come up with that money and use it, I guess, in the time of crisis, in the time where it's a state emergency, where the whole United States is in a fucking emergency, where the whole world is at a shutdown. Yeah, so it's good. But my feelings on it are that if we're able to find these resources in this time, and this is where I get conflicted, is that where in the times like this, yeah, we were able to find it, the money's there, they were able to use it and give it and distribute it to every person out here, right? Where's all this money where we have failed states like Flint? We have Chicago that's in fucking in turmoil, Baltimore, where cities are being torn to shit because there's no jobs and no help there, and there's no government there, and there's a government, but there's no government help.
Well, this is the federal government. This is not your local and state.
Yeah. The federal government gives them their budget, their money, but okay, it's up to you whether.
Yeah, what you do. So if you can't
make sure your peoples are safe there, or
so
what do you do?
I mean, they distribute the money.
But now this is a
federal level.
Yeah, I mean, not natural. It's a
national.
National.
Yeah, so federal will step in, and you will have your federal government, which would be imposing, things. They'll write up bills and see what they pass.
Yeah. So, but you see, that's where I'm conflicted. Where I think it's.
I'm actually.
I think it's great.
Trump could have just vetoed that shit and made it harder for everyone, but he didn't. He knows people needed the money.
Yeah. But a lot of that money went into.
He knows it's gonna better the economy.
A lot of that budget went into the fucking stock market before that, right? So what money that we're getting is what left from that, and
supposedly,
and then that money. But you see, the thing where I'm conflicted is like. We have the money to help these.
We don't have the money.
We do have the money to help these states because it's there. It is proven now. It's proven now.
That money didn't exist. What are you talking about, Marv?
This money that the stimulus packages.
That money didn't exist.
Where did it come from?
They printed it out from the federal government, from the Federal Reserve, and they're gonna borrow.
I can barely hear you.
That money that they they just invented it, meaning that they're gonna have the Federal Reserve add that. You know what I mean?
To the economy.
Yeah.
So prices, the things of prices.
Yeah.
The prices of shit is gonna go up, right?
This shit's gonna level off because people are gonna somehow pay for that shit back.
Well, all of the money is gonna go back into the fucking into the states.
Only thing is what it's gonna do is gonna boost our economy again. So as soon as you get that money, supposedly,
but our dollar is gonna be worth less at the end of it.
For temporarily, but I don't think it's gonna make a direct impact like what you would think it is. That's what I thought initially, but I actually think in my work, at the beginning I was against it. I'm like, what the fuck, getting ourselves into more debt? China's gonna fucking own us. We keep fucking printing more money out. Yeah, people need the money. People need to survive, but do they not know that we're gonna become a slave?
That's what I thought.
You know
That's what I thought too.
So you could be like against it, and somebody might be like, "What the fuck? I need the money." Yeah, motherfucker, I don't want to be a slave.
Hold on, before you move on, let's elaborate on that. So, with us printing out money and getting ourselves in debt, we come to a point where we need to be helped by other countries, and China is number one in line to help us out. But if it comes to that point where China is helping us out, they hold a whole lot of our money, and they choose to say, you know what?
What money?
You know what? That money puts us in control of your country. Yeah. And if we don't help you out, if you don't help us out, you're not the world power that you used to be.
And you know what they do with that money?
So you know what? Now we're gonna take over your country, and now you're gonna follow our rules. You're gonna follow fuck your government, fuck your democracy. You become, what is it? You know the word I'm talking about.
Dictatorship.
Is it a communist state? A communist country?
Because you have a dictator. But see, the thing is that, I thought that too. But dude, this actually might work.
How? So explain to me how you.
As soon as people get it, they're gonna start spending it.
Yeah, they are. Definitely, they are.
So people. Okay, look. Let's be honest.
They're gonna put it back into the.
They're gonna put it back into the economy. And then those manufacturing jobs or whatever can't go out. We need people to produce certain things. So they're going to keep their jobs. So it's going to keep jobs in the economy.
How many of our jobs are manufacturers in state, though? In the United States?
Supposedly we have...
Yeah,
we're bringing back...
We outsource a lot of shit.
But...
keep you a job.
Well, yeah, for sure it's going to keep me. Yeah. But I'm talking about the other people. Like, the other people... I'm very conscious, and I'm very...
All the essential people that are working now?
I'm very conscientious of the people that aren't working. And I'm very... and I do my best to not post shit up, not gloat about shit, not say anything about having that essential job, because I know there's a lot of people that probably... that are probably my friends on social media that probably are out of work and don't have shit and are fucking struggling. And I do my best to not post shit about anything and not gloat about anything, because I know that there's people out there that are fucking struggling, and the last thing that they want to see is somebody showing off or even saying anything about having their job, or it's hurtful, and I'm very mindful of those people.
Yeah, but
and I honestly care about those people that don't have that, and if there's anything I could do, I would do it. But we all have families, and we all care about our families, and we're trying to help our families in these times. The people that do have still working are helping their families out, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, we can go on this forever, so let's just switch up a little bit.
Before we move on, what were we talking? So the money, right? So that's what we're talking about. The money that from these.
That was the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, but let's finish it.
No, we've been talking about it too long already.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it's just.
I don't know, the whole point. The whole point of this was CNN. Trying to get back to normal. And
well, we ain't getting back to normal.
I'm gonna.
What are you doing to try to establish regular routines? What are you doing?
I mean, I still work, so.
Yeah, but
that's my.
But I'm saying, once you get home, what are you doing to feel normal?
You see, that's why I think for me it really doesn't bother me as much, because I've always just been
a house.
Yeah,
in the house.
You know, you know me. I really, you know, whenever go clubbing, go do.
Yeah, you're not about it, right?
Fuck that, man. Like, so I'm kind of used to it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as I do have a job and get out of the house, then yeah, like I'm home, same shit. What I am missing is sports.
Yeah. How about the UFC, right? So the UFC, Dana White.
Well, that motherfucker's going.
Dana White put on the. Well, Dana White's the fight for this weekend coming up, the April 18th. He had a whole venue at an Indian resort in California. He had all his fighters paid for. Everything was done, right? And then he also is building a venue on an island, which is still being built, and he's gonna have the international fighters come through there and fight. So April 18th was supposed to be UFC 249, big fight. I was excited about this fight, but the main card fighter got stuck in Russia. Khabib got stuck in Russia and he couldn't fly out, right? So they found another partner for Tony Ferguson. They're gonna fight. Yesterday, Dana White comes on and they say we can't hold the fight.
Yeah.
Basically everybody's saying it's in our best interest not to hold this fight because it's going against everybody. There was a lot of hate on Dana White since he said that shit, but because of all the sponsors and the higher ups of the UFC and the danger they might put in the fighters, they canceled the fight. The fight's off now. The fights are off, and they were going to be streamed on on ESPN. The fights were the undercards are going to be on ESPN, and the main cards are going to be pay-per-view. But now the fights are off, and they're because they don't think it's safe, and it's going to be an issue, right? So he canceled the fights. But I thought it was fucking amazing that he was putting on those fights,
When I heard that he was planning to buy an island to hold fights, I was like, damn, yeah.
But you know what? But the thing I respect about Dana White is that, in the interview he gave out after they said they canceled the fights, he's like, my fighters are still going to get paid. We're still going to take care of the fighters. We're still going to take care of all the people that were going to go to that fight. The commentators, everybody that's going to go to that fight is getting paid. They're all getting taken care of. None of my fighters, anybody that's on the UFC roster is getting taken care of. They're all getting taken care of. And I respect Dana White for that, but I also respect him for this because in the other interview that he said when the fight was on and he was talking about the island and all this shit, that he was saying, man, I'm trying to get the wheel moving for every other sport. That we can do this. That we can find a way to make every sport to make the world go round again. Like everybody's in a standstill, and somebody has to be the first one. Somebody has to be the first one to get the wheel moving.
Though.
Man,
you can't do it without fans.
And everybody's excited about it. So he's basically like, man, I'm just trying to get the wheel moving so that we can find ways to start having sports again, entertainment. People were going crazy at home. What's the best thing to do? Watch a fucking sport. Take your mind out of the fucking day. Watch somebody else.
Or
I respect
just develop
that.
hobbies that were better for us in the future. A lot of people are going back to old hobbies.
Woodwork, all that shit.
Maybe get something done in the woodwork.
Some
masonry, some painting. A lot of people are doing things at home.
Yeah.
Making, cleaning, spring cleaning.
Little crafts, but to have the sports back on and for Dana White to try to move the wheel in that direction.
Can you bring me a beer, please?
I respect that shit.
No, it's cool. I mean, I get it. It's just the thing is, you're trying to stop the spread of it.
Yeah, but you see, with everybody that he had on his fight card, everybody was, everybody's gonna get tested. Everybody was gonna get tested. Everybody's gonna be fine.
That's what they say.
the number one priority for them was the safety of every fighter, and say that. So
the number one priority is the money.
You could say that, but you see, for him to pay all his fighters off, for him to pay all his fighters, even though they're not gonna fight, you gotta. That's respectable, man.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about that though.
But that's respectable, and the thing that no other sport, no other team, you get to, we're it's supposed to be March Madness. We're already in April. Everything is like on a standstill. What is every other sport doing? They're standing still. They're not trying to find a solution.
It's not about finding a solution. It's about.
I get it. You
gotta take this shit serious.
No, I get it. I understand that. But you gotta think about.
You don't.
Listen.
We need to take this shit seriously.
Yeah, we are taking it serious. Everybody is taking it serious.
Yeah. So.
But how do we get back to normal?
Dude,
we get back to normal.
We're getting back to normal right now until we can.
But
stop the spread of it.
That's everybody's fucking. That's everybody's thought of it. Is that we're not gonna get back to normal?
We are, but it's not gonna happen when you.
But every time we're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be April. Now we're gonna start heading towards the end of April. When's gonna be back to normal? What are we doing to get back to normal? What is the whole world doing to get back to normal?
Nothing.
The thing that I respect about Dana White is that how long can you stay at home? What's his name? The governor of fucking LA is saying they're not gonna get back until what? They're not gonna go. They're not even thinking about going back to school in September.
I mean, yeah. What's to say? The
whole state of California is on quarantine. They're not supposed to go out.
They're a big ass state. And, shit. You know how many people can get more infected?
How long?
I don't know.
This ended now.
Nah, let's do questions we'll learn.
Questions we'll learn, but we're done.
Yeah, let's. I don't know. I just feel like we should just be making movements to get back to normal.
How are you gonna make movements yet? You don't. The people. The toll of people dying is going up every day still.
We're on our crest right now.
We don't know that.
You're right. We don't know that.
So how can we get back to normal? We don't know that.
But we should. I feel like we should.
We need to
stay. The people that are healthy. I'm not saying go out. I'm not saying.
Well, you're saying going back to normal, yeah.
I'm not saying going out. I'm saying we should.
Do what?
Make things. Find a routine to make shit go back to normal.
Yeah, to each his own. Everybody needs to find something that they like and do it. No, somebody should dictate.
I don't know what it is right now. I don't know what it is right now to like even like I think every day like, man, what the fuck could I do to make my routine feel like I'm doing normal shit?
To each his own. Whatever you can do better, do it. Whoever is at home to find something to do.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's that simple.
Find your.
I drink.
Shit.
Find something that makes you feel like the world is normal again.
That's fine, but just like I said, just don't.
I get it. Stay at home.
Yeah.
Don't infect people. But find your normal. What is it? Normality? I don't fucking know. Anyway, let's do questions with Ler.
What you got, Ler?
Alright. I don't know if I asked this last time, but if let's say your ex is getting married and you're the DJ, what song you playing first?
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that trick. That shit right there. That 3-6 Mafia. Fuck that trick.
I mean, it should be a little acceptable.
What you gonna be like? So you gonna put?
There's kids there. Shit.
Fuck that.
You can't play that.
That'd be the first song as she walks down the aisle. Fuck that trick.
Slob on my knob, like corn on the cob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got one.
Be like, knock if you buck, and then I jump over the DJ stand and fuck that groom up. You broke my heart, bitch.
If they made a movie of your life, what would the title be?
He never gets better. He tried so hard.
He lies to himself every day.
addiction is real. I don't know. It'd have to be like something like this, like he tried his best.
No, it would be like,
it'd be like a story.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
It'd be like a story of a climb.
Getting it done tomorrow.
That really? It'd be like a story of a climb, and then it just declines, and then it just keeps going down. But like, I thought this story was gonna get better.
Yeah.
And then never did.
Well, I think like how they have tomorrow movies. It'll be like getting it done tomorrow or some shit like that. Because everybody gets it done tomorrow.
It'd be like Groundhog Day for you, motherfucker. Because you'd be like,
mine would probably just be like, LER.
No, yours would be
story of LER.
Hanging with LER.
It's just like a straight line of like, I did this, I did that, I did this. No incline, no decline.
No, just I stayed home the whole time. LER.
Name something the coronavirus ruined that you were looking forward to.
Tax season.
Really?
For me, yeah. I had been waiting like the whole year for this.
I was looking forward to comedians coming up. Fucking the comedy shows, man, is what it ruined for me.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess it's different, but
comedy shows at Arlington Draft House, fucking ruined by Corona, man. There was so many good comedians coming this year.
I know. You also know what mine is.
Football.
Yeah.
Football. Sports.
Yeah.
I mean, NBA playoffs will be going on.
March Madness. That's what I was just saying. March Madness, playoffs, fucking March everything. Madness,
baseball just started.
Fucking bullshit, huh?
Yeah. If they were offering you $5,000 for you to snitch on gatherings larger than 10 people, would you do it?
Fuck yeah.
10 grand?
10 grand?
5.
No, 5. I don't know what you got 10 grand for. Shit.
More than 5 people?
No, larger than 10 people.
I mean, shit.
I'll do it for $1,000.
Shit, hell yeah.
I mean, yo, better come check these niggas out. They're deep.
They're deep. I'm in the car right now. I'm definitely 6 feet away from them.
All right.
Like on my way home from work, how I see so many people? Mm-hmm. Shit, I'd probably make 30 grand just getting home.
How about when the COVID-19 is gone, what will be the first thing you'll do after going out?
Hit the bar.
After going out.
What do you mean?
He said, what's the first thing that you do after going out?
What do you mean going out?
Would be the first thing that you do when you go out or after?
Yeah, after going. What would be the first thing you will do after going out?
After going out?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't know.
So after you go out?
I'm going to hit the bar up.
Oh, no. Maybe what would you do after and then...
after the COVID-19, definitely going out to the bar.
Definitely interacting.
And then definitely going to Mario's Pizza, standing in that long-ass line to get a steak and cheese. Drunk as fuck.
They still have good steak and cheese there?
Fuck, that doesn't matter, dog.
Yeah. I went last time, that shit sucked.
After that COVID-19, that drunk steak and cheese, that'd be the best thing.
What do you prefer, raw sex or condom sex?
Man, do you even have to ask?
Yeah, that's not really a question.
No, I have to ask.
Condom, nigga. So I'm just kidding.
Why, though?
Raw?
I'm going to say why.
Why condom? He was
raw?
Joking.
Yeah.
I said, just kidding, nigga. You missed the joke.
No, I got that. Okay.
This guy over here, man.
This guy over here.
Would you rather have Corona?
Alright, this is bullshit.
No.
Go ahead, let's just skip.
Would you rather have Corona or HIV?
Alright, fuck you. I'll have Corona, bitch. Get this next one, Lerf. Don't even listen to this.
No,
don't even answer.
You have the worst case of Corona. Or would you rather have?
I can still.
Or would you rather have HIV?
I can get rid of Corona. You can't get rid of HIV.
But it's
yeah.
What's the treatable one? AIDS?
No, okay. You ain't asking questions. He is.
All right, my bad.
Man, you just love to talk.
But you could fucking die from Corona.
Just, Lord, please.
Ruin a family dinner with 4 words.
Fuck this shit.
3.
This fucking chicken dry. I don't fuck. In 4 words.
I hate this shit.
Why? You family dinner.
Yeah, but maybe you hate it.
I never liked your cooking anyway. I never liked your cooking. That's your stepdad. See that trauma?
Wash your hands, man.
Nah, bitch. That's
yeah. I would
put my strong hand. Put
my strong hand.
Put my strong hand in it.
What if
that nigga ruined all the dinners?
What if Nipsey didn't hustle? Keep it going. What if Marv didn't carry?
You don't get it?
Yeah, I get it, but I mean,
what if Wayne wasn't little?
No, I get it.
It's the other way, man.
What if Little Wayne wasn't little?
Well, his name is Wayne, Lil Wayne.
What if
Wayne
Lil wasn't Wayne?
What if Little wasn't Wayne?
I don't know what you mean by that.
What if Juicy J wasn't Juice?
What if?
No, I get it.
My big ain't that Mac.
Oh.
It just wouldn't be.
What if Run DMC didn't run? He don't run.
What if that peanut didn't butter?
What?
What if that peanut didn't butter?
That sounds so bad.
Nigga, that's not a rapper though.
No, I'm saying peanut butter, right? What if
that's
that
not a rapper
though? Batter? Huh?
That's not a rapper.
No, it don't matter what it is. Just I
thought it was rappers.
No, just continue like the trend.
This nigga don't get it though. He don't like the rappers.
I get it. I just
not rappers.
What am I do with it?
Follow the trend.
All right.
I'm waiting for yours.
No.
Say one.
What if King wasn't Lil King?
GBB.
No, how you got to do another one?
I don't want to.
So say, what if Big L wasn't big?
I get it. I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No, I don't.
What if Queen Latifah wasn't a queen? You know?
Yeah, okay. I mean, I get it, but I don't know.
All right, listen.
I hate you so much. That was the most awkward shit ever. I hated the last 2 minutes of
me too.
This conversation.
I hated to the point I didn't want to say anything
because it was just so fucking awful.
Okay, how about if you inherited a cabin in the woods? Would you keep it or sell it?
I'd keep that shit.
Unabomber style?
What do you mean?
Fuck it. Fuck, man. Are you really?
Fuck yeah.
You don't know who the
I do, but no, I want to keep it to go chill with my friends, not do some dumb shit.
Alright, that was a joke. Fuck.
Okay, but
you ruined the joke.
I don't like a joke.
Alright, this has been
Coronavirus.
HNM PODCAST.